Okay. So I thought I'd start out by asking you, Professor, by asking a couple of questions and maybe what you know already. Without cheating. Hey, buddy. Where do you think his knee is?
Great.
No, sir.
Over there.
Okay, everybody. Come on.
You might want to hold his collar.
Come, everybody.
Go. There you go.
Okay.
Up you go. Go on.
Okay, where do you think his knee is?
Probably like right here.
Not quite. See, that is what I thought you would say. All right. So I made a little chart. So a dog's joints are actually like crazy different from human joints. It's wild. Like this is his wrist, and his elbow is up here. And if you see here, so it says the patella and this stifle joint, that's actually his knee. So that's more like right here. See there, that's his butt. And there's his knee. And this is called the hock. And that's more like an ankle. So that's where he'll bend whenever we do it. See? So, and then there his wrist. Just pop. Come on, buddy. He's like, you moved my wrist that way, mistake. And that's his elbow, so whenever we do it, it will bend this way. Probably like, why are you telling me this? So I just want to make sure you know things before we start. Just so that it's okay. Yeah, actually. Come here, bro. Okay. Okay. So whenever you start off clipping a dog's nails, one common mistake is people try to bend the leg this way, but you should, where that joint is right here, see he didn't really want to bend it that way, so you're just going to want to bend it back, just like this, and then try to toe like that, okay? Okay. Okay. And the same, with this one, you don't want to bend it out, so he kind of groans, he's like, rah. You want to just bend it like this, okay? Okay. And that's, I circled them for you, the joints you have that are the important ones here. So like the knee. Okay. I feel like I'm just talking to you. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how to flip a couple, and then if you want, I can like hold your hand for maybe one. Yeah. Unless you're like, let's do this, then you can have at it. Okay. So important things though. Okay. So if you notice, Bowser here, he has black nails. So there's two different kinds of nails. There's black and there's white. I don't think he has any white ones. So the white ones are clear and you can actually see the quick. So I could be like, here's the quick right there. But the black ones you can't tell except for on the bottom. If you want to come over here. See how there's kind of a line right there? So that's where you're getting kind of close to the quick. So it's like, why are you so holding my leg? So see how it curves and where that line's there? Which is probably going to be about right there. So on these black ones, it's harder to tell, so we'll just go little bit by little bit, whereas the white ones, it's like, oh, it's right there. Okay. And I'll show you the quick whenever you can actually see it. It's just like, looks like a little dot. These are nail clippers. They terrified me when I first saw them. So you can look them if you want. I was like, what is that? So you'll put your finger next to the nail like that, just to keep it like from going too far down. Okay. So see this little black dot? And how it's kind of faint? That's actually dirt. So it means we can go a little bit further. Not that little bit. There. See how it's really thick? So that's the quick. And you don't want to clip any further from that because he'll bleed a lot. Okay? Do you want us to do another one? Yeah. Okay. got lots of toes, so I don't know if that's still recording. We're gonna assume it is. Yeah.
Stay.
The password is spacebar, spacebar, spacebar.
Stay.
Okay. Are we still good? Okay, cool. I'll just cut that part out. Okay.
It's okay. It's good to make sure because some people when they record they don't know it's turned off and then they get done and then it's not there. So
You've probably done
Just to
a
do it
lot of
again?
these, haven't you?
yeah, yeah. Sometimes they do.
Hey, buddy. Okay. So here, once again, see the little hair in the way. See how it curves like that, and then the bottom part. See the line here, like that straight line. So the quick is probably going to be about right there. Okay. Rub it a little bit by a little bit again. Okay. Actually, there's a hole really quick. Hey, can you hold this for real quick? Pause.
It didn't even hurt you, huh? It's a little blood.
Don't let that freak you out. Sometimes a dog's nail is more hollow, and it's kind of tricky, but it's really easy to fix. Just bam. Bowser's just like, whatevs. Clip my nails, yo.
Okay.
Okay. Cherry's like, Okay. Anybody wants your butt? I know. I'm gonna have to ask you, like, yep, do another one. So there's no dot. There, it's kind of forming. You see him flinch a little bit? That's how you know you're getting close. That's not the way you should judge, but that's another way to tell. So, right there, that dot, that's the quick, and since we quicked this one, we're not going to go too much over that. Are you ready to try it?
Sure.
Okay. Do you want me to help you, or do you think you got it?
Well, you can help me on the first one.
Okay. Okay, so we're keeping the leg inward. We're not going to hurt his joints. Okay, so grab those. And I'll hold his nail for you. You can just clip right up to there. Here, when you hold it, do it more this
This way?
direction. So like with the nail. A little bit more horizontal. Other horizontal.
Oh, you mean like this?
Yes.
Okay.
Sorry.
Okay.
And just squeeze. There you go. A little more. About right there. Good job. A little more. Kind of sticky.
The nail got stuck.
Okay. Hold on. You've been so good, Bowser. You can still get a little more. And it's okay if you want to take just little chunks. I know it's a little scary. Oh boy. Really hard.
I found the treat in the pocket.
Do a little dot right there. Just squeeze really hard. There you go. So, from what you've learned, are we done, or is there a little bit more we can do?
It's pretty good.
Looks pretty good. Okay, so then, since it's really sharp right here, just cut off that little bitty edge. There you go. And then see, is it smoother? And then we're good. 1 foot done.
He found it. I would treat my pocket.
He deserves a treat. He's been a good boy. Alright. So, let's see what you remember for the legs and the joints. How would you hold that leg up?
So first you have to go backwards.
Mm-hmm.
So it would be like this. Like that.
Very good. Just a little bit more. And there you go. Okay, good. So I'll let you pick that leg up, and I can just hold the toe while you clip. So start here. So there's the curve, so probably clip to just about a little bit more. Right there. Yep. Okay. Can you go a little bit further, or would you stay? Right. Good job. He's like, I'm so done. Come here,
Have a
buddy.
few more, puppy.
Come here, buddy. Don't be afraid to like hold the dog whenever you're clipping nails. Not just him, like any dog. Sometimes when you hold them closer, it makes them feel more secure. So, don't be afraid. Just be like, stay.
Just manhandle.
Yeah. So okay. Hey, buddy, stand back up.
Come on. Oh, I'm sorry.
Here, I'll put him on me. Okay. There you go, buddy. Good boy. Okay. A little bit further down. Nicely done. Nicely done. I was gonna have you hold him yourself, but we'll do that with the front paws. He's being a little ornery. He's getting a little stressed. Hey, buddy. You're okay. It's okay, Bowser. It's okay. Sometimes getting your nails clipped is scary.
Stay.
If you've ever seen your little brother get his nails clipped when he was a baby, you understand.
Yep.
So with that one, I think that's dirt, so you can probably go a little bit lower. Not a whole lot, but a little. Yes. Good, and just round off that edge.
Is that good?
A little bit lower. Sorry.
Okay.
You can still go a little lower. Very nice. Good job. Do the front. Do you need a break, buddy?
He's really cute. You're ready for your grandpa's, huh? Come on.
You can lay down. That's okay. It's okay.
Come on.
Come here. Come here. Good boy. Good boy. Okay, since he's laying down, don't worry, it's still possible. We get dogs like this in the salon all the time. They'll just kind of turn it up a little bit like this, where you can still see, but you're still not hurting him. Because if I try to, like, you know,
Yeah.
like, do that with yourself, it don't work. Okay, so do you want me to hold it again while you clip, or do you think you're okay to hold it?
You can.
Okay.
Maybe I can have him stand if you want me to.
Okay, there it goes. Oh, come here. Hey, no,
See?
not yet, buddy. If you want to slip back down, it's okay. Don't be afraid of them wiggling. They will do that. Good. Yeah, just pull them a little bit. You're okay. You're okay, buddy. You're a super tough man. When you do it, make sure you just do like a, just hold it real strong. Otherwise, it will twist like that. So just, And the front ones are actually usually longer than the back, so we can probably go a little bit further down on these than you think. Mm-hmm.
So like that part.
So
Can't
this
tell.
one, can you look at it? Okay. See how it bumps a little bit right here? So it can probably even go, why do you keep closing? Probably even go with the front.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
There, so you can probably go about that low on them.
Okay.
Good. The fronts are usually longer than the back. Not sure why, but yeah. Okay. And I think that's it. Okay. Good job, Bowser. Real strong. A little bit lower. It's okay, Bowser. You're doing really good. Really. There, perfect. Nicely done. Okay, so here he has dew claws. You clip them the same way. I actually clipped them last week, but they're clipped the same way. They're just at a weird angle.
One more paw.
The last paw, I want to see if you can hold it yourself. Are you ready?
Uh-huh.
Okay. Come on, you're almost done, buddy. You're so good. You're doing so good. Okay.
Maybe we'll turn them around so that it's
Yeah.
easier for you.
Or switch.
There you go.
Okay. Good. Just be careful not to hold this one too far to this side. You'll move. Sorry. My dad gave me these ones, which means they're probably really cheap. So if you hold it where, that's not a good idea. I'm gonna hold up his back leg. If you hold it where you have your thumb under it, it's a little bit easier to handle.
Oh.
There you go. You have to get real strong.
It's good.
Yep, it looks good.
It's like I'm done.
Yeah. It's tricky because it's like they don't want to, but you know it's better for them to have their nails not so long.
Okay.
Okay, fine.
Is that one big? I can't tell.
Just little bit more. It's okay, buddy. Bowser? Bowser just like, 2 more, buddy. You can do it.
You're okay.
You
Go
can
on.
do it. There's people. There's food.
Stay back. You can smell that.
Just put that in a little bit. Space bar. Enter. No, just 3 space bars. Hold it a little higher on your thumb. Follow that grip.
I'm gonna squeeze this.
Nicely done. Was it easier than you thought, or was it trickier?
I think it's a little easier than I thought.
Mm-hmm.
It's true.
There you go.
Oh yeah.
Alright, and the last part is we'll give Bowser a little break. He's so silly. Alright. Okay. We're just gonna brush him. You actually did really well on those nails. Very
That was really good.
Very impressed. Okay, so this is called a wire slicker brush. It's not actually super sharp. It looks like it is. This is for dogs with longer hair. Like he has. There are some for shorter hair, which are different. But it's the same technique for any dog, any hair length. I'll just switch places with you. Hey, buddy. Stay. You can lay back down, that's fine. Alright, stay. So you never want to brush this direction. It goes against the hair follicles and...
Sorry.
You did.
I'll stay over here. Come here.
I'm glad you were here with us, otherwise we'd be like, what is happening?
Come on. Over here. Sit down.
Okay, so you never want to go this way because it pulls the hair against the follicle and it's really uncomfortable. Words. And you also never want to brush too hard because dogs actually have super sensitive skin. So probably about like that. Okay, and I'll just brush down. And then for this part, you'll brush this direction. Okay. So I can handle this one.
We do this a lot more than the nails.
You'll see this slicker brush, it smooths it as we go. Little hair coming out. Whenever it's like summertime, you have to do this super often because it's like hair go lower. And come around on this side. You don't have to really brush his head, there's not a lot there, but like just on his neck. Just a couple of strokes. And for the front, you'll just brush like down like this. There you go. Really easy. Here, stand, buddy. And then for the back legs and the butt, usually it's super hairy down there. You'll just down and just down and down. And if you had a long tail, you don't have to like necessarily brush the tail except for when he's shedding. And you'll just kind of go. You just kind of go like this, where it hangs down. But since he doesn't, you'll just brush the back legs here. And you'll just go down and be careful around his little butt.
We do this a lot more than the nails.
You'll see this slicker brush, it smooths it as we go. Little hair coming out. Whenever it's like summertime, you have to do this super often because it's like hair go lower. And come around on this side. You don't have to really brush his head, there's not a lot there, but like just on his neck. Just a couple of strokes. And for the front, you'll just brush like down like this. There you go. Really easy. Here, stand, buddy. And then for the back legs and the butt, usually it's super hairy down there. You'll just down and just down and down. And if you had a long tail, you don't have to like necessarily brush the tail except for when he's shedding. And you'll just kind of go. You just kind of go like this, where it hangs down. But since he doesn't, you'll just brush the back legs here. And you'll just go down and be careful around his little butt. That's basically it. It's super, super simple. Just never go the other direction and never push too hard. And never brush too long. it'd be like doing it on your arm forever, and then it kind of turns red. That's what it does on their skin. So probably no more than maybe 20 minutes max for brushing. And that's basically it. All done.
You want it, huh?
He's like, I know you got a treat in there. And see how much better the hair looks when it's all going the same direction.
It's a lot softer too.
Mm-hmm.
Like even just after one brush.
Yep. Good boy. This, by the way, what I did whenever I quick tan is just cornstarch. They have a fancy powder to use, but it's like $15 when I can pay 30 cents. And that's just if it starts to bleed, you'll just put it on there to stop the bleeding. Yeah, do you have any questions?
No.
Good?
Yeah.
I think you did really good. It's like, what is on the floor? Okay, cool. I'll stop the camera. And you can keep that page.
I don't know if you want to give him another one. Just turn it. Stop baking. If you hold it up.